You've probably noticed that street interviews are extremely popular in YouTube.
Interviewing drunk and dumb people on camera is something that always gets views on the internet. However, it seems like among all of these interview genres, those ones that are done in Japan seem to be easily the most popular. With Japan being a fantastic travel destination and its pop culture being beloved by everyone, the country is now more popular than it has ever been before. This is why millions gather on YouTube to listen to Japanese opinions about such things as: what do Japanese girls think of foreigners? Would Japanese girls date foreigners? Japanese girls dating foreigners, and of course, Japanese girls dating foreigners.
It doesn't take long to realize there's a pattern to these kind of interview videos, and today we're going to find out exactly what is happening in here. So here's what's going on.
First, let's talk about how much truth there is to these videos.
アメリカごつい。アメリカはなんかもう身長も高いし、肩幅ガーンみたいな。
Since these videos have so many people talking about how much they love foreigners, it would make sense that there is some truth to it. But a common argument many people have against street interview videos is that they are heavily edited, and only the worst or best examples are taken. We all know that it's obvious the videos are edited, but even so, I don't think the interviewers have a hard time finding people that have nice things to say about foreigners. This isn't necessarily because the people in these videos can't wait to express their love towards us, since I think there is another reason. When a guy with a camera approaches girls out on the street asking what their opinions on foreigners are, they're going to think of Chris Evans and say how handsome he is and how much they'd like to date a guy like him, which is probably true.
But the thing is, they aren't talking about me. I'm no Chris Evans.
For foreigners, it's much harder to look for work, find an apartment, and even date. I'm not saying these people being interviewed are all lying and secretly hate foreigners, but it's probably safe to assume that just because they say they love foreigners, it doesn't mean just any weirdo like myself can go out there and slay like Leonardo DiCaprio.
The more interesting question is though, why these videos are so popular and why they always seem to come out of Japan.
Japan as a country has a great reputation online, which is why to many people it seems to be like heaven on earth. Most of us live boring, mundane lives, and it feels good to fantasize about an alternative reality where everyone loves us and pretty girls fall at our feet. So unsurprisingly, the most popular interview videos are the "Would you date a foreigner" ones, because they are full of cute Japanese girls gushing over how much they love us, and any type of content online that reinforces our fantasies is something we gravitate towards as people. Many of us have probably watched a lot of anime and YouTube videos that glorify the life in Japan because that type of content is simply fun to watch. The downside of that is though that many times we forget the fact that Japan is just a regular country with its own problems. Making this mistake is like watching American TV and thinking it's actually possible to live in a Manhattan penthouse with minimum wage salary and bang Jennifer Aniston when you look like Jar Jar Binks.
But the thing is, when we're trying to relax, we don't want to hear that. We want people to say what we want them to say. If I'm at home watching YouTube, I'd much rather watch a video of someone telling me how much they love me, rather than how much they don't want me to come to their country.
And it's always been like this with any media. None of us wants to go to the movies and see Wolverine go to Japan to teach English and get the gaijin treatment. No, we want to see him fight Yakuza and marry the submissive Japanese trad wife, just like we would totally do if we went to Japan. This is why these type of interview videos where cute girls tell us how much they love us just because we are foreigners end up being extremely popular, to the extent that you can be a YouTuber who only has a couple of videos up, and the moment you put out a video where Japanese girls tell how much they love us, you'll get 800,000 views instantly.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with making these kind of videos. They are grinding YouTube just like everyone else, and they want views just like everyone else. Some people might think that chasing views is somehow bad, but I can't fully agree with that. Simply because if you're getting views, it means you're making content that people want to see. YouTube is about entertaining an audience, and if you have lots of people enjoying your content, there's nothing wrong with that.
If you're looking for some good news, I can tell you that there is also a large group of people who really, unironically, would love to date foreigners. Though, just like many of us have a distorted view of Japan we've got from anime, many Japanese have a distorted view of foreigners they've got from American movies. There are many girls who love the idea of dating a foreigner. The thing is though that we as humans are more complex in reality than fiction makes it seem, and just because it works in a movie doesn't mean it's going to work in real life the way we fantasize. Cross-cultural relationships aren't something that you can just casually manage, they require hard work from both parties. This is why the idea of dating a guy from the Hollywood movies quickly crumbles for most Japanese girls, and they simply move on with their lives and marry a nice Japanese man just like their parents would like them to.
Many times before, I've seen someone who is really into foreigners date someone simply so they can show them around to their friends like a trophy. Having a foreign partner makes them feel like they're an interesting person and open to new things, and in the end, those relationships are not meant to last. And I'm not here to say that love between a foreign guy and a Japanese girl can never happen. I'm simply here to remind all of us that even if you see something on the internet, there's probably nuances to it. Naturally, there is no right way to date people and everything can work.
We all crave to be liked by other people, so it makes us feel good to watch content where people gush over how much they love someone like us. Since content like this resonates with audiences, YouTubers push out these type of videos because that's what gets people to like them as creators. In Japan, people are expected to be polite to strangers, which is why the girls these creators interview on the videos want to be friendly and say nice things about us foreigners.
かっこいいと思いますか?
まあ、かっこいいと思いますね。
When they're asked about dating foreigners, their answers can be translated into, "Sure, I would love dating someone like Johnny Depp." These type of street interview videos are great entertainment and there is nothing wrong with watching them. However, let's try to remind ourselves that just because something is said on a video, in real life it probably isn't that simple that anyone could just go to another country and immediately start dating the country's most beautiful women.
Even if that was true, even if such a country were to exist, here's something to think. Would you rather date a girl who loves you for your nationality and for the color of your skin, or would you rather date a girl who loves you for the way you are inside? I'll see you next time.